Have you ever done a squat and thought, okay, cool, leg day, without realizing you might have just done one of the most powerful full body exercises ever discovered? Most people think squats are only about building stronger legs or shaping your glutes, but recently researchers have uncovered some surprising benefits that go way beyond muscles. Honestly, once you hear what squats can actually do for your brain, your hormones, and even your long-term health, you might start looking at this simple movement in a whole new way. So let's imagine this. You wake up one morning, still feeling a little foggy, maybe a bit low energy, maybe even a bit stressed. You drop into a few bodyweight squats just to warm up, and it turns out, you might actually be doing your brain a favor. This blew my mind when I first learned it. Scientists have found that lower body exercises like squats actually increase blood flow to parts of the brain responsible for memory, focus, and decision-making. Think about that. A movement we usually associate with leg strength is actually acting like a brain booster. It's like your body is saying, hey, if you help me move, I'll help you think. And honestly, with how many distractions we deal with every day, who wouldn't want a natural mental upgrade? And here's the really interesting part, it's not just the blood flow. Squats also challenge your coordination, balance, and mind-muscle connection. You're not just lifting your body, your brain is firing off signals to stabilize you, keep you upright, and activate the right muscles. Every rep is like a mini workout for your nervous system. Over time, this kind of stimulation helps keep the brain younger and more resilient. It's wild to think that something as simple as bending your knees and standing back up could help support long-term brain health, but the science is getting clearer every year. Now let's talk about something a lot of people care about but don't always connect with exercise: longevity. Living longer, moving better, staying independent, all that good stuff. Believe it or not, leg strength is one of the strongest predictors of how well you'll age. Researchers have found that people with stronger lower body muscles tend to live longer, maintain mobility longer, and have a lower risk of serious injuries from falls. And you guessed it, squats play a massive role here. Because squats train the exact muscles you rely on every single day, to get up from chairs, go upstairs, lift things safely, keep your balance, and stay mobile. When you squat, you're strengthening your hips, knees, ankles, and spine, basically all the joints that tend to give people trouble as they get older. That's why trainers and physical therapists always say, if there's one movement you should never stop doing, it's the squat. It's not about heavy weights or perfect gym form. Even simple, slow, controlled bodyweight squats can build the kind of strength that keeps you independent for decades. But here's where things get even more fascinating. When you perform a squat, especially when you use multiple large muscles at once, your body releases a cocktail of powerful hormones. We're talking natural, healthy boosts of growth hormone, testosterone, endorphins, even hormones related to mood and stress management. And no, this isn't about trying to become a bodybuilder. These hormones affect everyday life: better energy, better sleep, better fat burning, faster recovery, and honestly just a better mood overall. Think about how you feel after a good workout: calmer, clearer, more confident. That's because movements like squats send signals through your entire endocrine system. It's like flipping on your body's internal "wake up and feel good" switch. And the best part? You don't need hours at the gym. Even short sessions with squats can create noticeable changes because your body responds quickly to compound movements that engage multiple muscle groups. Something else people never expect is how much squats can help with digestion and core strength. Sounds random, right? But hear me out. When you squat deeply, your core has to activate to keep you stable, your pelvic floor engages, and your abdominal muscles support the movement. This combination doesn't just strengthen your midsection, it also stimulates internal organs and can help with things like gut motility. That's why in many cultures, deep squatting is a natural resting position. It actually supports the digestive system instead of compressing it the way sitting in a chair does. And before we move to the next batch, let's quickly address a myth that just refuses to die, the idea that squats are bad for your knees. Modern research says the exact opposite. When done with proper form, squats actually strengthen the muscles and connective tissues around your knees, improving stability and reducing pain. Physical therapists even use squats in rehab programs because they help joints function more naturally. So if anyone has ever told you to avoid squats because they ruin your knees, it might be time to update that belief. And what I love most about this is that squats don't just build strength, they build confidence. The more you practice them, the more aware you become of your body's capabilities. You start standing taller, moving with more ease, feeling more grounded and stable in your day-to-day life. It doesn't matter if you're doing 10 slow bodyweight squats in your living room or loading up a barbell at the gym. Every rep teaches your body how to move better. And when your body moves better, everything in life becomes easier. Let's dig into one of the subtler benefits people rarely talk about: balance. You don't realize how many muscles are working during a squat until you try doing it with your eyes closed, and suddenly your body is fighting to stay steady. Squats train your stabilizers, the small yet powerful muscles that keep you upright. These are the muscles that protect you from falling, misstepping, or wobbling when you're carrying groceries or walking on an uneven surface. The more squats you do, the more naturally your body learns to correct itself. You build this hidden strength that people don't see on the outside, but you definitely feel on the inside. And then there's athletic performance. Whether you're a runner, a cyclist, you play sports, or you're just someone who likes going for long walks, stronger legs make everything more enjoyable. Squats improve power, speed, endurance, and overall movement efficiency. Even if you never step foot into a competitive environment, those benefits show up every single day: when you stand up quickly, when you lift something heavy off the floor, when you catch yourself from slipping, or even when you just want to move without feeling stiff or sluggish. Another benefit worth mentioning is posture. We live in a world where most people are hunched over, phones, laptops, driving, sitting for hours. Squats help reverse that pattern by strengthening the upper back, the core, the hips, and the glutes. These are the muscles that pull your body into alignment. After a few weeks of regular squatting, you might notice you stand straighter without even thinking about it. Your shoulders sit back, your spine feels more supported, and movements that used to feel tiring suddenly feel easier. And the cool thing is, you don't have to be perfect to start squatting. There's no universal, perfect form, because everyone's body is different. Some people squat deeper, some people squat wider, some people use chairs or walls to help them develop mobility. There is no shame in modifying. In fact, modifying is smart. It strengthens your foundation so that over time, everything feels more natural. Your body adapts quickly when you treat it with patience and consistency. You also don't need fancy equipment. You don't need a gym membership. You don't even need a lot of space. You can literally do squats anywhere: in your bedroom, in your kitchen while waiting for the kettle to boil, at the park, before a workout, after a workout, or even as a quick break during work. 10 slow, mindful squats can change the way your body feels for the rest of the day. That's how efficient this movement is. And if you're totally new to squats, here's the good news: your body learns fast. The first few reps might feel awkward or shaky, but that's just your muscles waking up. Within a week or two, you'll start to feel more stable, more connected, more in control of each movement. That's when you'll really start noticing the benefits: more energy, better mood, improved strength, and this sense of accomplishment that carries into everything else you do. Think of squats as an investment. Every rep you do today comes back to you later, in your mobility, your balance, your confidence, and your long-term health. It's one of the few exercises that gives back more than it takes, and that's why so many trainers, therapists, and researchers keep recommending it. Not because it's trendy, but because it genuinely works. So if you're watching this and thinking, okay, I really should start doing squats, trust me, even a small commitment can lead to big changes. You don't have to chase perfection. You just have to begin. Try adding a few squats into your daily routine, listen to your body, and watch how things gradually start to improve. Over time, you might be surprised by how much stronger, lighter, and more capable you feel. Before we wrap up, I'd love to hear from you. How often do you do squats right now? Are you a total beginner, or have you been doing them for years? Drop your answer in the comments. I genuinely enjoy reading your experiences, and it helps others in the community feel supported too. And if you found this video helpful or inspiring, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, and share it with someone who might need a little motivation today. Thanks for watching, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.